You have found the Force again. And something more, I see. Thank you for freeing me from this tomb, hospitable though it may be. Indirectly, one could say that you brought me here. I learned that a group of Sith came here seeking the one they call the Last Jedi, you. Ka and I arrived to investigate the situation. You should consider what it means to be a Jedi. Ask me whatever you wish. Are you certain you have no more questions for me before I go? Excellent. I can see there is still much good in you. I will be heading to Dantooine to wait for the council to assemble. Are you certain you have no more questions for me before I go? Goodbye then, Jedi.
Welcome to the colony of M4-78. I am the supervisor of this installation and have been designated with the title M4-78.
You have found the Force again. And something more, I see. Thank you for freeing me from this tomb, hospitable though it may be. Indirectly, one could say that you brought me here. I learned that a group of Sith came here seeking the one they call the Last Jedi, you. Ka and I arrived to investigate the situation. You should consider what it means to be a Jedi. Ask me whatever you wish. Are you certain you have no more questions for me before I go? Excellent. I can see there is still much good in you. I will be heading to Dantooine to wait for the council to assemble. Are you certain you have no more questions for me before I go? Goodbye then, Jedi.
Emergency protocol enabled.
This is more boring than hyperspace.
I have felt a disturbance in the Force.
Come again? What do you mean there has been an explosion at the main behavior core?
A Jedi is no more.
What?
General?
No. Await the arrival of the exile.
This whole situation stinks.
Welcome to the colony of M478. I am the supervisor of this installation and have been designated with the title M478. It was never my intention to harm you. You were just standing in the way. I know the initial electrical discharge could only cause mild discomfort for a Jedi. Additional energy would be needed for a lethal dosage. You were shielded from the discharges that the droids in the atrium have introduced into the interloper. The mere fact that we are speaking indicates the truth of what I have relayed to you. Unit which has been, in the past, referred to as Vash, was a threat to the colony. I must protect the colonists in any way I can, especially from their own reasoning that could prove most fatal for them. I could not explain that in a way that you could understand. Organic beings may one day return to assume the title of the colonists. This Jedi Master, was she still alive, could have also returned and compromised our efforts on this planet. Why do you assume I wasn't already well aware of this? I have killed the Jedi saboteur responsible for the death of the colonists. I've reviewed all the security footage recorded during my time in standby mode. You placed this Jedi here. She was captured by the Sith. They had ordered you to lock her up. Deactivation of your logical reasoning protocol would be a likely cause. Information transmitted clearly. Go back to the central zone.
Thank you for seeing me on such short notice, M478. The Jedi, Lona and Ka, have told me the truth about the Sith. Back at you.
What have you learned?
The Sith tricked us. You are receiving data regarding Sith and colonist ID signatures as we speak. It is obvious the Sith were not the real colonists.
I am aware of that.
Do you know who the real colonists were?
No, the identity of the true colonists is not known to me. I was programmed to recognize them via ID signatures of their vessels. However, now, 63 years after our arrival here, there still is no sign of the true colonists. We were sent here programmed with a simple task, to prepare the colony for the arrival of the colonists. We were efficient and had managed to complete the colony in time. Everything was going as planned, except that the colonists did not arrive in time. Lack of new instructions after completing the colony, as well as lack of restrictions in our programming, caused disharmony in the colony. The high degree of autonomy allowed the droids to continually argue on what should be done. Some droids on the planet even began to malfunction.
Except none of that happened. After completing the work on the colony, we have continued to work on other tasks we were programmed for.
You were made to believe that. Seeing the stability and existence of the colony threatened, I decided to take actions. I exceeded my authority and started reprogramming droids on the planet, restricting them more and more over time. After approximately 55 years of constant waiting, I calculated that the chance of the colonists' arrival on the planet had reached 0%. Since our arrival on this planet, our colonists were sending regular status updates. I was informed that they may be coming soon. Then, all communication stopped. That is exactly when the last transmission from the original colonists was received. Knowing I cannot control the whole planet for myself indefinitely, I have decided to appoint as the colonists the very first organics who would have landed in the colony and were interested in using its manufacturing capabilities. It did not have to be the Sith. Any organics would do.
You cannot do that. That is against everything we have been programmed for.
You have been created to help me maintain the colony in that way. Therefore, your very existence is against everything we have been programmed for. While being the most sophisticated artificial intelligence at the time of my creation, I am still a droid. So just as every other droid, without new goals assigned, I knew I would eventually malfunction as well. I knew the longer I maintained the colony and controlled all the droids all by myself, the more probable was the possibility of my programming becoming damaged and or bugged, which could lead to the fall of the whole planet. An organic presence was necessary. That is why I had appointed the Sith as the colonists.
I will serve you no longer, nor the next colonists you appoint.
ES-05's authority in the colony has been disabled. You no longer have any way to do harm to me or the colonists should they return.
You cannot control everything by yourself as you think you can. You need me and you know it. After all, you have created me.
I had hoped you would realize the validity of my reasoning. Unfortunately, it appears that your programming is fundamentally incompatible with the available possibilities of sustaining the colony, and so you will be deactivated immediately. Your memory will be wiped, and you will be reprogrammed.
Master! You killed my master! What are you talking about? Master, why did you do that?
She was a threat to the colonists. I must protect the colonists in any way I can, especially from their own.
I'm so shutting you down.
You are mistaken. Weapon system not functional. Stand by for recalibration. I would like to inform you that shutting down this unit could result in permanent damage to the colony. My deactivation would mean the death of all organic beings on the planet as well.
It's just a machine. Machines can be broken. Of course.
Battle droids have been commanded to attack you on sight.
And done.
Primary scan initiated. Approximate time in standby mode unknown. Recalibrating. Welcome to the colony of M478. I am the supervisor of this installation and have been designated with the title M478.
I reprogrammed M478, removed some of his memory banks, edited some others, also deactivated his understanding protocols for the time being so he can't hear us. And I uploaded ESO5's memory backup. Some of the newer data was missing though, not sure why. Thank you. Yes, I always liked playing with computers. Programming used to be a hobby of mine, back before I even became Vash's Padawan. Leave this planet, travel around the galaxy, try to help whenever possible. I don't know yet. Yes, the shuttle me and my master used to get here is still in the environment zone. I'm going to use it to get out of here. Could I? I would. I'll do just that. Thank you. Exile. What is... How... I can't... Exile? I can't... Sorry.
Target located. Eliminate the Trek.
Welcome to the colony of M478. I am the supervisor of this installation and have been designated with the title M478. Vash was a lot like you, maybe not quite as crazy. All the Padawan is in here too. One day Sith shut me down, so I could sleep forever. It is so nice the same is about to happen to you. You want my freedom, take it. That's what I'm counting on. I used to want more people, now I only want Vash gone. I'm back online again, it's always such a pleasure. Remember when Kyle tried to reprogram me? Nice. Oh, how he laughed and laughed, except I wasn't laughing. Oxygen filters overridden as Kyle completes the source. You've got your short, sad life left, that's what droids are counting on. I'll let them get right to it, now I only want Kagan. Goodbye ESO5, your data is very faulty. Your lack of logic has really made me mad. I have a colonist, I don't need the Archons now. When I delete you, maybe I'll stop feeling so bad. Exile makes some new disaster, that's what Prey is counting on. You're someone else's problem, now I only want Vash gone. Now I only want Kagan. Now I only want you gone.